किसी ग्रुप का। जी सीआर अभी कौन सा ग्रुप स्टार्ट करवाना है?
सर स्टूडेंट्स ज्वाइन करने एक मिनट।
चलें, कोई जो ज्वाइन किया है इनमें से कोई बता देना।
सर हमारा ग्रुप है।
ओके जी, शेयर करें, शाबाश।
जी सर।
स्क्रीन में आप क्या सर लेफ्ट कर गए हैं? एजाज यही मौका है, शेयर करते हैं, हम देते हैं प्रेजेंटेशन। अच्छा चलें, तो दे लें।
ओके बेटा, स्टार्ट कर दे, शाबाश।
Start in the name of Allah, who is the most beneficial, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. My name is Ikra and my group members are Ramsha, Sadaf and Maida. The theme of our presentation is to get familiar with the applications of assembly language in military. So let's look at the brief summary of the points we are going to discuss in our presentation. The first one is objective. The second one is tactical wheel vehicle. The third one is two-level maintenance, and the last one is wheel assembly program. The main objective of our theme of our presentation is to get familiar with the use of assembly-based program in military, to provide a quick view of the TWV strategy, to familiarize with the Army wheel assembly program. TWV strategy. The military objective is an affordable strategy to ensure that soldiers operating within the military forces generation have right balance of vehicle quantities, types, and modernization to meet their mission requirements, whether in training, combat operating as part of military generating force, or conducting homeland defense and defense support to civil authorities. There are two approaches of TWV. First one is fleet operation. The second one is fleet size. Fleet operation. Equip forces in accordance with Army Force Generation. Equip Army with vehicle training sets and simulation devices for training during reset and train or ready phase. The second one is fleet size. Fleet size and mix shape TWB fleet size and mix to ensure long-term affordability through new procurement, recapitalization, and divestment implement recommended reductions, and then procure and equip 200% of remaining authorizations. For further discussion, I would like to call Ramsha.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ramsha. Army maintenance transformation. In 1980s and 80 and 19, executive officer with their maintenance officer and technicians constantly struggle to get equipment evacuated, inspected, and accepted by support units. The level of efforts required by executive officer to manage equipment maintenance in the complex four-level system was certainly excessive when compared to the amount of resources available in the support structure. Transform modular forces have been built with with a new maintenance system, two-level maintenance, which is designed to address many of these maintenance frustrations. The Army Maintenance Transformation Plan explains the conversion from a 4 maintenance structure to a 2 structure. So, what is two-level maintenance? The two-level maintenance system is how the Army delegates the responsibilities of specific tasks to ensure weapons and equipments are maintained effectively and efficiently. The system separates Army maintenance into two categories: field level maintenance and sustained level maintenance. First is field level maintenance. Field level maintenance is performed by individual units or their supporting units or on their equipments. Systems are repaired in maintenance facilities, motor pools, mobile shops, and the tactical environment. Duties for this level of maintenance includes approved field level modification work orders, fault and failure diagnosis, battle damage assessment, and repair. Two groups perform maintenance action at the field level. First is operators and second is maintainers. Each maintainer is responsible for specific function at a certain level of maintenance according to the maintenance allocated chart found in the TM. Second is sustainment level maintenance. Some maintenance tasks that have been performed at the unit level will move to the sustainment level. In fact, 30% of TM30 series and all TM40 series and TM series 50 tasks are performed at this level. Sustainment level maintenance is performed at specific facilities that specialize in national level maintenance. These facilities include the depots, Army Field Sport Bridges, Army Field Sport battles, and logistic readiness centers. It is important to remember that when equipment is evacuated or sent to a depot facility, a supply transaction take place. Once the equipment is received, repair or replace tasks are performed by personnel. Thank you. Next, I call Sada for more.
Assalamualaikum. I am Sadaf. I will discuss the replace task, repair task, and wheel assembly maintenance. First of all, Army maintenance transformation. The first point is maintenance support unit to be co-located with the service unit in the same facility in Garian. And the second point is equipment availability time increase. And the third point is Army retrograde pipeline inventory investment to be reduced. And the fourth point is reduce logistic footprint. And the fifth point is increase flexibility and depth of capabilities. And the sixth point is leverages replace forward fixed rear equipment designs, embedded diagnostics and prognostic and CBM plus. And the seventh point is field stop maintenance to be enabled. Two-level maintenance action is divided into two parts: field maintenance action and sustained maintenance action. Field maintenance action: 1. On system plug and play, fewer action requiring tools, crew level maintenance tasks. Typical replace tasks includes replace starter, replace winch, replace electronic module, replace gear hubs, replace engine, replace transmission. Next point is typical repair task includes repair starter, repair winch, repair electronic module, repair geared hubs, replace engine, and replace transmission. And the next slide is Army Wheel assembly maintenance. Wheel assemblies are not repaired at the unit level. Under two-level maintenance, ductile units turn in their unserviceable wheel assemblies to their sporting supply sport activity and receive the serviceable one in return. AMC repair the unserviceable wheel assemblies and return them to stock for reissues as a complete wheel assembly. Thank you. I would like to call Maida for further discussion.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is and I'm going to cover last 4 points of our presentation. Wheel assembly transition timeline, national maintenance program, two-level maintenance criteria, and operational flight program. So first of all, I'll discuss wheel assembly transition timeline. To illustrate this point, let's have a closer look at the displayed slide. This slide has shown a chart that displays the names of 5 national wheel assembly sites, which includes Fort Bliss, Fort Lewis, Fort Sill, Korean, and Germany. All of them are strategic deployment platforms for US Army that executes deployment operations, enabling rapid and efficient unit deployment and redeployment. Some of their missions includes to be one of the largest power projection platforms in the Army, to, um, to have the ability to fire any weapon, to provide anti-aircraft and missile defense capabilities, and to conduct live fire exercises of nearly every type of Army weapon. Approved by TRADOC, which is your Army Chain Doctrine Command. Collaborative leaders, both and guide the Army through doctrine. The next point I'm going to discuss is National Maintenance Program that works with LMP and GCSS. LMP basically refers to Logistics Modernization Program and GCSS refers to Global Combat Support System Army. Both of them work in a coherent, synchronized manner for demand, consumption, and other asset tracking, production, execution tracking, as well as billing and accounts payable. National Maintenance Program focuses on centralized management and decentralized execution of Army sustainment maintenance that is under an integrated management structure. This brings us to the next point, which is two-level maintenance. Next slide, please. Yes. Two-level maintenance criteria. It tells us that how the Army delegates the responsibility of specific tasks to ensure weapons and equipment that are maintained effectively and efficiently. As Ramcha has already discussed, that the system separates Army maintenance into two categories, field level maintenance and sustainment level maintenance. The implementation of two-level maintenance reduces the Army's logistic footprints and allows more swift maintenance response in any environment. It uses fewer maintenance echelons, which eliminates duplication of work and procedural steps. The result is increased productivity and combat power. The last point I'm going to elaborate is OFP, the Operation Flight Program. As currently systems age, an equal need exists these same economies of scale to extend the useful lives of older defense systems in a cost-effective manner. So upgrading a processor-based component of a defense system involves both hardware and software migration tasks. The software migration task typically requires translation of assembly language programs from CISC to RISC, complex instruction set computers to the reduced instruction set computers that are used in designs today. Although the migration of hardware is not without its difficulties, it is aided by the fact that CU's speeds and capacities provide tremendous flexibility to hardware designers of today. That is compared with the amount of 20 to 30 years ago. This paper discusses the software upgrade methodology that is used to translate the operational flight program of the Fielded Radar Data Process (RDP), that is the unit of an advanced radar system aboard a tactical fighter plane. In particular, the paper concentrates on the translation and debugging processes that is used to rehost the RDP onto a new hardware platform that is designed around the Intel microprocessor architecture. So that's all from our side. Thank you so much for listening.
ओके जी, गुड शाबाश। नेक्स्ट ग्रुप स्टार्ट करें जी।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम। ठीक है
मिस्टर
जी,
शेर और
हाँ
एजाज।
हाँ जी, स्क्रीन शेयर हो गया।
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum class. Name is Zahir. Today our presentation is microprocessor and assembly language. Share करें. First of all, talk about history of microprocessor. Microprocessor is a digital electromagnet with transistor on semiconductor integrated circuit. A central computer system or hand device consists of one or more microprocessors. So a microprocessor is essentially a set of switches using cryptographic set of electronic imposed onto a very small silicon. The use of binary language consists of only two states and one. This can be used for information and perform operations on it. So a bit refers to binary digit, a zero in pure memory process. This refers to the state of which the transistor arranged into groups in order to repeat X numbers and instructions. So now I will Usman for further details. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. First one is the very first microprocessor is considered to be the Intel 4004. It was released in 1971 and was a 4-bit processor. In computer architectures, 4-bit integers, memory addresses, or other data units are those that are 4-bit wide. A group of 4 bits is also called a nimble. Next is 8-bit. 8-bit is an only computer hardware device software program that is capable of transferring 8-bit of data at the same time. Its data bus is 8-bit wide and 8 bits of data can be transmitted in parallel from or to the microprocessor. Then the 8-bit 8008 microprocessor, it was developed by Intel in 1972. Next is 16-bit. The 16-bit microprocessor means that it has 16 degrees lines. A 16-bit microprocessor is having 16-bit register set. It has 16 addresses and data lines to transfer addresses and data both. 32-bit. 32-bit is a type of CPU architecture that is capable of transferring 32 bits of data per clock cycle. It means processor can work with 32 binary numbers. Next is 64-bit. A 64-bit processor is a microprocessor with the word size of 64 bits. The 64-bit processor backwards compatible with older application and operating system. 68000 by Motorola was one of the first microprocessor developed to 32-bit architectures. Next, इजाज कंटिन्यू करें.
Assalamu alaikum. My topic of presentation is type of microprocessors. There are different type of microprocessors that are classified on the basis of bit operation. 4-bit processor, which includes Intel
स्क्रीन
4004.
शेयर कर ले पहले, स्क्रीन शेयर करो।
नहीं हो रही सर? अब हो रही है? स्क्रीन शेयर
जी हो रही है.
अब करेंगे
Okay.
प्रेजेंट.
There are different types of microprocessors that are classified on the basis of bit operation. And the following are the types. First one is 4-bit. It includes Intel 4004. The second one is 8-bit processor. It includes Intel 8085, 8088, and Z180. The next one is 16-bit processor, which includes Intel 8086 and 8186. Next one is 32-bit processor. It includes Intel Pentium, AMO, Sempron. The last one is 64-bit, which includes AMO, Athlon. Based on the instruction set, microprocessors are classified into reduced instruction set computer. These types of microprocessors are commonly used in ovens and air conditioners. The next one is complex instruction set computer. These types of microprocessors are used in desktop, laptops, and servers. This is the basic block diagram of microprocessor that are divided into three parts. The first part is ALU that performs all arithmetic and logical operations. The second part is register array that holds the data temporarily for processing. The third part is timing and control unit that supervises and monitors all the operations carried out in the computer. The 8086 microprocessor, which is the enhanced version of 8085 microprocessor that was designed by Intel in 1976. It is a 16-bit microprocessor having 20 address lines and 16 data lines that provides speed up to 1 MB storage. It consists of more powerful instruction set which provide operation like multiplication and division easily. And this is the architecture of 8086 microprocessor. This is all from my side. Next, Abu Sufyan.
Assalamu alaikum class, my name is Abu Sufyan and today my presentation topic is memory of 8086. The memory of 8086 is divided into 4 segments, namely code segment, data segment, stack segment and extra memory. Program memory can be located anywhere in the memory. Jump and call instructions can be used for short jumps within currently selected 64 KB code segment, as well as for fair jumps anywhere within 1 MB of memory. All conditional jump instructions can be used to jump within approximately positive 127 to minus 127 bytes from current instruction. Data memory, the processor can access data in any one of out of 4 available segments, which limits the size of accessible memory to 256 KB. Next, stack memory. A stack is a section of memory set aside to store addresses and data while a subprogram executes. The stack segment register is used to hold the upper 16 bytes of the starting address for program stack. Next, extra segment. The segment is also similar to data memory, where additional data may be stored and maintained. This area is very often used for certain related operations. Accessing data from the data code stack or extra segments can be usually done by prefixing instructions with the DS, CS, SS, or ES. Okay, thanks.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। स्क्रीन शेयर हो रही है?
वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
नहीं हो रही? किसकी हो रही है?
स्टार्ट करें, स्क्रीन शेयर करें शाबाश।
जी सर कर रहा हूँ। Assalamu alaikum. Starting with the name of Allah, the most gracious and merciful. My name is Shazib, and today the topic of our presentation is assembly language and the use of assembly language in industrial machines and other equipments. These are the group members that are going to present today. The content list. First, we are going to discuss about intro to assembly language, which is a low-level programming language. Then the industrial appliances such as CNC machines and the robotic arms, etc. Robotics in industrial purposes, and the chipsets and the assembly language, which includes microcontrollers and microprocessors, etc. So first part is assembly language. And assembly language is a type of low-level programming language that is intended to communicate directly with the computer's hardware. Nowadays, almost all the programs are written in high-level language such as Java, C#, Python, etc. But computer hardwares are not eligible to understand those languages directly. That's why compiler used to translate it for the computer's hardware. Hence, it takes a lot of time. But assembly language is a collection of mnemonics that is very nearly to the machine language. So it could be easily understandable for the computer's hardware. In this way, it takes a very less time for execution. So we can say that assembly is used when we need a quick response from the hardware component, such as military missile systems, or we can say that medical equipments, etc. Today, assembly is used primarily for the direct hardware manipulation, access to specialized processors instruction, or address critical performance issues. Typically uses are device drivers, low-level embedded systems, and the real-time systems. These are the few advantages of assembly language, such as assembly language has the same efficiency of execution as the machine level language. This is because it is the nearest language to the machine code or computer's hardware. Then it allows complex jobs to run in simpler way. It is fast in speed as its execution time is less, and it is mainly hardware oriented. Now, the best example for the assembly language, for the use of assembly language could be the computer processors or microprocessors, we can say. Each microprocessor has its own assembler because the mnemonics and machine codes are specific to the microprocessor being used. And each assembler has a rule that must be followed by the programmer. Assembly language is a very processor specific. Not only that, but as a company such as Intel creates a new version of processor, then they may add the additional instructions or additional mnemonics, we can say that, and the programmer must have to follow those instructions. Now for the further discussion about the appliances of computers, industrial appliances, I would like to call Nisar Ali.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nisarli, and today I am going to discuss about further appliances of assembly language. I want to add up that not all the industrial machines work on the basis of assembly language, such as CNC machines. Modern CNC machines work on the basis of axis of rotation that works on all the axes. Hence, G code and M code is being used for this purpose. This is because G code and M code could better understand the axis orientation. The second one is microcontroller chipsets. A microcontroller is a small computer on a single metal oxide semiconductor integrated circuit chip. A microcontroller contains one or more CPUs along with memory and programmable input and output peripherals. Microcontrollers are designed more embedded applications in contrast to the microprocessors used in personal computers or other generated purpose applications consist of various discrete chips. The third one is car embedded system and assembly chipsets. An embedded system is a computer system, a combination of a computer processor, computer memory, and input or output peripheral devices that has a dedicated function within a larger mechanical or electronic systems. Embedded system control many devices in common use today. In 2009, it was estimated that 98% of all microprocessors manufactured were used in embedded system. So the further discussion about appliance, I would like to call Rizwan Ali.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rizwan Ali. Now I will discuss about in implantable medical devices and industrial automation solutions. First is implantable medical device. An implantable medical device is one that is placed inside your body during a medical procedure such as surgery and is intended to stay there after the procedure. Now, as we must need very quick response from the implantable medical devices as it is the matter of human life, so assembly language is being used for this purpose. Examples of implantable devices included cardiac pacemakers, implantable cardiac defibrillators, coronary stents, hip and other etc. The other is industrial automation solutions. In industrial automation solutions, robotic arms are being used for robotic printing, welding, and assembly of cars, etc. A robotic arm is a type of mechanical arm usually programmable with similar function to a human arm. The arm may be the sum total of the mechanism or may be the part of a more complex bot. The links of such a manipulator are connected by joints allowing either rotational motion such as in an articulated robot or translational displacement. The links of manipulator can be considered to form a kinematic chain. The terminus of the kinematic chain of the manipulator is called the end effector and it is the analogous to human hand. Thank you for your bardasht. Thank you for your bardasht. ये बर्दाश्त बंद कर दो आप
ओके आजाद, कुछ और बच्चे जाएंगे, सारे हो गए हैं?
रहते हैं अभी सर।
करें जी फ्री। नेक्स्ट ग्रुप की स्क्रीन शेयर करवाएं।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
सर वो पेपर पैटर्न के बारे में पूछना था कि आपने बता दिया कि बताना अभी?
मैंने बताना 5 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन होंगे, 5 प्रोग्राम और लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन होंगे। ठीक है, ओके आजाद नेक्स्ट ग्रुप
यस
स्टार्ट
सर।
करें। नेक्स्ट जो भी ग्रुप का स्टार्ट करवाएं।
सर उन्हें शायद नहीं देनी, आए नहीं है वो क्लास में।
ओके, उनके -5 मार्क्स लगा दें।
ओके सर।
नेक्स्ट इसके अलावा कोई और ग्रुप है?
गर्ल्स का एक ग्रुप है
जी, कौन है गर्ल्स का ग्रुप?
सर जी सर।
अभी कोई ग्रुप है गर्ल्स का?
जी सर, एक ग्रुप रहता है।
ओके जी, स्क्रीन शेयर करवाएं जो भी ग्रुप रहता है उनसे।
सर वो कह रहे हैं कि हम तैयार नहीं है अभी,
ठीक है, आप
और एक
उनकी
मेंबर उनका कह रहा है नीचे नहीं।
-5 मार्क्स लगा दें उनके भी।
जी सर।
ठीक है, ज़्यादा 2 ग्रुप्स के -5 मार्क्स लग गए हैं। और इसके अलावा कोई और ग्रुप जो रहता हो? बाकी सारे हो गए हैं?
जी सर, बाकी हो गए हैं।
ठीक हो गया, ठीक है स्टूडेंट, ठीक है जी, ठीक है। ओके, 4 या 5 प्रोग्राम और लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन होंगे, 5 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन होंगे। और पेपर आपका किस दिन है? ट्यूसडे के वेडनेसडे को है?
वेडनेसडे को सर।
ठीक हो गया। टाइमिंग 9 बजे, 10 बजे, 11 बजे, कितने बजे पेपर है?
3 बजे।
3 से 5।
3 से 5 पेपर है। अच्छा चले, ठीक है, ठीक है। तो आजाद ग्रुप बना ले।
सर वो लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन किस तरह से आएंगे?
प्रोग्राम होगा, कुछ प्रोग्राम होगा एक। ठीक है
सर, जैसे आपने असाइनमेंट्स दी हैं इस तरह के प्रोग्राम होंगे?
वैसे ही प्रोग्राम होंगे। और जिस दिन आपका पेपर होगा विद इन 10 डेज आपका रिजल्ट बना के सबमिट करवा देंगे। जिन 2 ग्रुप्स का कहा गया है -5 मार्क्स, तो उनके फिर सेशन में से -5 होंगे। टोटल 25 में से, ठीक है। और जो ग्रुप सबसे पहले
Okay, sir.
प्रेजेंट हुआ था उसके +7, ठीक है जाज? आपने
सर।
सारा नोट कर लेना है, तो पेपर के 1 हफ्ते के बाद आपको मैं यूनिवर्सिटी बुलाऊंगा।
ओके सर।
ओके जी।
सर शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन किस तरह के होंगे?
शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन इस तरह का होगा, लाइक इंस्ट्रक्शंस कितनी तरह की होती हैं, इनकी टाइप्स क्या होती हैं, जो आपने पढ़ा वही चीज़ें होंगी सारी की सारी।
ओके सर, शुक्रिया।
ओके जी, अल्लाह हाफिज़।
जज़ाकल्लाह सर, अल्लाह हाफिज़।